AITA for refusing to change my daughter's clothes at a birthday party? I, 34F, have 2 kids, 8M and 4F. My daughter's name is Aurora. My husband, 36M. And I chose that name because it was slightly similar to my late FIL's. And worked well with our last names. It had nothing to do with the princess from Sleeping Beauty. In spite of that, we've had fun with that movie in the past. And ever since my daughter realized that she shared names with a Disney character. Princess Aurora has been her favorite. Our family went to Disney World in July. And while there, we bought my daughter a Princess Aurora costume. She adores it, and wears it whenever she has the chance. 2 weeks ago, one of Aurora's friends from school threw a princess-themed birthday party. She encouraged her friends to wear costumes. My daughter wanted to go as her favorite character, which didn't surprise me at all. When we got to the party, the birthday girl came to greet my daughter. And she was also dressed as Princess Aurora. I didn't know what her costume was going to be prior to the party. I got worried for a second. But the birthday girl was actually really excited. She said that they looked like twins. It was adorable. They ran off to play and I forgot about the costumes for a while. About 30 minutes into the party, I was at a table with some of the other moms when the birthday girl's mother came up to me. She asked if I had brought any spare clothes for Aurora. I said yes. I always bring an extra shirt and shorts for her. She then asked me to change my daughter into the spare clothes and out of her costume. The mother explained that she'd hired a photographer to walk around taking pictures of the kids, and was also planning on getting a group photo near the end of the party. She didn't want anyone wearing the same costume as her daughter in these pictures. She also thought her daughter might get jealous, since my kid gets to share her name with their favorite princess. Now, if the birthday girl was the one who had a problem, I might have considered changing Aurora into her spare clothes. But no, she was genuinely excited they were dressed the same. It also didn't feel fair to force my daughter to be the only one without a costume in a party full of children in princess dresses. I said no and explained my reasoning to the girl's mom. She insisted for a few minutes, but I held my ground. Some of the other moms started to back me up, and she eventually got up and left. When I went to pick up my kids earlier this week, I ran into her friend's mom. She accused me of ruining her daughter's party by allowing Aurora to wear the same costume as her. She told me she doesn't think she'll ever be able to look at the pictures without being disgusted by my behavior. I thought she was exaggerating, but I'm starting to doubt myself. Our conflict has found its way to the mom group chat we're both in, and opinions over there are divided. Some think having 2 girls wear the same costume is no big deal. Others think I should have changed my daughter's clothes. AITA? Now, if the birthday girl was the one who had a problem, I might have considered changing Aurora into her spare clothes. But no, she was genuinely excited they were dressed the same. It also didn't feel fair to force my daughter to be the only one without a costume in a party full of children in princess dresses. This is it, right here. It's the little girl's special day. If she was bummed and wanted to be the only Princess Aurora, understandable to a point, and maybe just let her have what she wants on her birthday. An entitled mom who just has to have pictures a certain way. Get bent. She accused me of ruining her daughter's party by allowing Aurora to wear the same costume as her. She told me she doesn't think she'll ever be able to look at the pictures without being disgusted by my behavior. LMAO, imagine prioritizing some photos over your daughter's good time at a B-day party. Parents suck. NTA. If she was so insistent that no one else be dressed as Aurora, why wouldn't she specify that when she sent out invites? NTA. It sounds to me like another example of a mom wanting her little angel to be the only special one. I mean, I get that it's the kid's birthday party, but it was a princess party. Your daughter dressed up as a princess. If there was nothing indicated not to dress as that specific princess, then you did nothing wrong. This is on that mother and her own expectations. Oh, you have got to be kidding. You are really NTA here. That mom. What a piece of work. Jealous that a 4-year-old is going to outshine her precious? Gross. Gross and terrible behavior on her part. She should be ashamed. I think it's adorable the birthday girl was so excited that another, Aurora, showed up. Good job standing your ground. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Lol. ETA. That mom has some issues she needs to sort out. Lol. Wow. NTA for 2 reasons. 1. You didn't know about the mom not wanting anyone dressed as the same princess as the birthday girl. And 2. The birthday girl was excited that they were dressed similar. If the invite had said, "Please make sure you kid isn't dressed as Sleeping Beauty," or if the birthday girl was upset, you would have been the asshole. But because neither of those things were true, you were not the asshole in this situation. Nothing was known ahead that the mom had such a rule. NTA. And have to wonder, had there been other princess twins, if it was expected no duplicate outfits. Period. The woman is the one with the problem. Doesn't take much to ruin things for such people. Suspect they try to have things set up to be ruined. NTA. The birthday girl's mom should have stipulated that no one else wear Princess Aurora costume on the invitation. I'm sure you would have then bought her a different one. If you're going to host a princess party, and you don't want duplicate costumes, you should probably include that on the invite. While I think saying, the birthday girl is going to be Aurora, so don't choose that costume, does seem silly. It's the only way to avoid such a thing. If you choose not to make that rule known, you don't get to demand a little girl take off her princess dress and be the only one at a princess party who is not a princess. When you add in that the birthday girl was super cool about matching, the mother is insane. NTA. Bottom line is that none of this is about Op's feelings or the other mom's feelings. It's about the kids. Both girls were very happy about their costumes. End of slightly smiling face. NTA at all. What would she have done if multiple kids came dressed the same as her daughter? Everyone would change? I think the pictures would be worse if everyone was dressed up and your little girl was in her regular clothes. The birthday girl was happy. It was the mom who had an issue. That's on her. I'm sorry that she continues to make this a big deal and the mom group is divided. If it were me, in the group chat I would just say, "I'm sorry if my not changing my daughter's clothes upset you. But her friend was very happy to have her in THR same dress and my little one was happy and having fun. I didn't think it would be fair to have my daughter the only one of her friends to not be in costume." It seemed as though all the kids had a great time and the birthday party was a lot of fun. I really hope we can move past this and not let it affect the kids' friendships in the future. If something like this arises, costumes etc., let's all communicate if there's a specific costume someone would like to avoid so we don't have multiples. NTA. If the other mom was that concerned, she should have let everyone know beforehand that Aurora was off limits because the birthday girl wanted to be her. In my kids' class at Halloween this year, there were 5 ninjas, for crying out loud. I can still tell which one is mine though. NTA. It was a princess-themed party with costumes encouraged. And it doesn't sound like the mom said her daughter was going to be Aurora, so please pick a different princess. There's only so many of them. There's a good chance there'd be doubles. Making your daughter take off her costume due mom's failure in communication is honestly pretty mean. NTA. If the choice of costume was important to the birthday girl's mom, she should have addressed that ahead of time in a carefully worded note in the invites. Oh, for God's sake, the things people choose to get their knickers in a twist about! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. NTA. NTA. Therefore, there was no reason for her to make this an issue. It was a princess theme. Depending on the number of children, there was a really good chance one or more would have the same outfits. So unless the host notified each girl prior to the party, she had no leg to stand on. The birthday girl didn't seem to care. The other mom needs to get a grip. NTA. NTA. If she didn't want anyone else in the same costume, it should have been mentioned on the invite. NTA. 1. Invite didn't specify. If it's that important to the day not being ruined, then you take preemptive steps. Especially if it is known your own daughter loves to dress as that princess. 2. The kid herself didn't care. She liked it. Basically, you didn't ruin the party. You ruined the image of what the party was meant to be for the mother. First and foremost, parties are for kids, not parents. So if the kid enjoyed it, success. Parents who use kids' parties to try and accomplish their own goals, designs in favor of their own kids' enjoyment are just the worst, like the parents who will book out an event their own kid doesn't really enjoy just to show other parents how much money they have, etc. When the kid would have been happier with a cheap ice cream party or something. That poor mom. Forever tortured by her daughter's birthday party photos and the memory of her not getting her way. Sucks to be her. Meanwhile, you get to go on living your life, not ever having to think about this incident again. Time for you to move on and let the mother wallow. NTA. Of all the hills to die on, this one is ridiculous. The kids were all happy. Only Instagram mombi had issues. The photographer had two ways to play it. 1. Put the twinsies side by side, which would be an absolutely precious picture if they grow up to be besties. Oregon. 2. Put birthday girl front and center in the group picture and place your Aurora a few else's over. Visually, I think one child not in costume was gonna look worse in the pictures. This mom is being so friggin' dramatic. I want her to go lay down in a field of grass. There are way more serious issues to lose sleep over. NTA. NTA. If the friend's mom wanted a princess party where nobody else dressed as Aurora, she should have communicated that prior to the party. What would she have done if you hadn't brought extra clothes for your daughter to wear?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.